Everyone knows the system we live under isn't sustainable. The world is $324 trillion in debt, which is hilarious when you think about it, because money is fake. And the real question is, who the hell do we even owe the monopoly money to? Like, who's keeping track of this? Where's the guy with the giant clipboard saying, yeah, Earth owes me $324 trillion bucks, pay up or I'll repo your oceans? The truth is worse than a joke. It's a magic trick. Because here is what they don't teach you in school. Money isn't wealth. Money is debt. The day this clown show began, December 23rd, 1913, while everyone else was drinking eggnog, a bunch of bankers and politicians snuck off to Jekyll Island and passed the Federal Reserve Act. Congratulations, America. You now have a central bank that isn't even federal, with zero reserves, privately owned by bankers. They got the legal right to create money out of thin air, loan it to the government with interest, and enslave the entire country before Christmas. And it worked so well, they said, let's scale this globally. Enter Bretton Woods, 1944. The world was in shambles after World War II, so the US steps in like a hero and says, hey guys, let's peg all your currencies to the dollar, and we'll peg the dollar to gold. Trust us, we're good for it. And the world said, sure, Uncle Sam, sounds solid. Fast forward to 1971. Nixon looks at the books and goes, yeah, that gold thing, we don't have that anymore. Screw it, no more gold standard. The dollar is backed by nothing now, except vibes and bombs. That's when the era of fiat currency began. Magic, paper, money. Digital numbers conjured out of nowhere, backed by nothing but your blind trust and a little military persuasion. And then came the petrodollar scam in the 1970s. The US made a deal with Saudi Arabia. Sell oil in US dollars only, and we will protect your kingdom. Boom! Every country that needs oil now needs dollars. Instant global demand. That's why every time a country tries to ditch the dollar, like Iraq, Libya, and Syria, suddenly they need freedom and democracy. Yeah, totally unrelated. And here's the kicker. Every time they create a dollar, it's debt. They loan it to governments. Governments owe interest, but the interest doesn't exist yet, so the system can never balance. That's why the debt always grows. It's a mathematical trap, and the treadmill never stops. If it does, the whole system collapses. Meanwhile, you're out here stressing about your credit score while these guys just printed $8 trillion during COVID like it was nothing. They didn't even ask. They just hit enter on a keyboard, and you wonder why eggs cost as much as rent. And when you say, well, at least the government controls the money, right? Wrong. The government borrows it. From who? The same private banking cartel that runs the game. And when a country can't pay, enter the IMF and World Bank with their friendly loans that come with strings attached. You know, little conditions like, sell us your natural resources, privatize everything, cut social programs, and maybe we won't collapse your economy. It's debt colonialism with a smile. Oh, and now they're cooking up CBDCs, central bank digital currencies, which means when cash is gone, every transaction you make will be trackable, programmable, and get this, controllable. Buy too much meat? They can block the transaction. Criticize the government online? Oops! Looks like your wallet's frozen. This isn't money anymore. It's a leash. And here's what kills me. Governments act broke. We can't afford universal health care. Really? You print infinite money like a kid with an imaginary credit card and a Roblox addiction. You're not broke. You're lying. The whole world is drowning in $324 trillion of debt. To who? Are we paying God? The Galactic Space Bank? No, we owe it to the same banking dynasties who wrote this script a century ago. They own the debt. They own the governments. They own the corporations. And when the system collapses, they'll scoop up the real assets, your land, your resources, and your future. This isn't economics. It's organized crime with better branding. And until people wake up and flip the damn board, we're all just pawns in the world's longest running scam. So ask yourself this. If the world owes $324 trillion and money is fake, what's really real? The chains? And they've got your name on them. Wake up. The game isn't Monopoly anymore. It's Jenga. And the last block is about to fall.